These people are actively trolling all of the drivers. You got big crabs, baby. My theory is if you have to hit hay bales, hit them where they come together and don't lift, which I like because it's an advantage because I like to think with my lower brain. Yes.
Number 7, Casey Putsch.
KW makes the perfect suspension for every demand. Find them in the description below.
Hey people, what's up? Actually, that's straw. I am not stupid. Horses eat hay. And go-kart people, try not to crash into straw. We are in Clyde, Ohio at the world famous Clyde Grand Prix with the fair. It's very cool, very American. And one of the good things happening in America, not one, like there's lots of good things happening in America as long as you don't watch all media. But today we're gonna race karts, old school, on the city streets. Yes, come on over here. So you can see they've got the grid here for a Le Mans style start. And I'm covered in hay. Hopefully that will be the first, last, and only time I am today. But come on, let's go walk it. So this is the start and longer straightaway. And it's actually really long straightaway for a kart track. Camera person, who is my lovely wife, and I will show right now because I'm gonna be talking. We have to go to a driver's meeting. We have to walk faster, camera person.
Trying to.
Here you go. So anyway, what's gonna happen is there's a lot of people watching this in good old down home America. So everybody's gonna drive like a lunatic. So the other aspect of luck that comes down to this is who is thinking with their upper brain and who is thinking with their lower brain? And are you behind them, in front of them, or by them? So hopefully we don't collect. So you're coming ripping through here over those bumps faster than most kart racers generally ever go on a normal course, which I like because it's an advantage because I like to think with my lower brain. Yes. Anyway, so you come ripping through here like a loony, bumpity, 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 and then hook it in this left-hand 90-degree corner, which is cool. And there's lots of straw here. So hopefully I don't do that any today either. But there's a little cutout, so you can come up here, maybe tag it a little, throw some saw at people, or take a little bit in my driver's suit, just freak people out, just chuck a little in the air. Distraction. It's like one of those flares, you know what I'm talking about, in a fighter jet. So anyway, you come ripping through here. Now this is the fun part of here. Chicane? No, that's not the right pronunciation. This is Midwestern America. That is pronounced shit cane. Yes, but I'm gonna ask these people with the shit cane t-shirts because they probably know. My theory is if you have to hit hay bales, hit them where they come together and don't lift and duck. What's up, people? So you guys are the shit cane squadron or something?
Shit cane gang.
So you got t-shirts and everything?
Yes.
Is it that insane here? I've never raced here yet.
It can be.
We're hoping
Yeah?
to have like 60 to 70 people.
All right, so there's the shit cane. Look at it in all its horrific glory. I don't know if I got the right gear ratio. That doesn't look like pit crew attire.
It's not pit crew attire. This is fair attire.
American Fair, let's see your purse. You got big crabs, baby. That's a big crab. Okay. What is this sign? It's here so ominous. Screw you, sign. That's the way I like my intersections. Dangerous. You freaking gotta love this. This is so much more exciting than professional racing. You're at a fair in the middle of America, it's awesome. And look at this flag. Yes. These people are actively trolling all of the drivers. How great is that? Everybody, yes. I love it when spectators troll the drivers. It makes it so much more fun. But I will probably get a lot of trolling. But I'm used to that because of you guys. Thank you. And you know what? I could study all this and pay attention, but really it just comes down to hucking the darn thing, turning it in, hucking it, and hoping it sticks. Yes, because there's not enough time for practice. There's one practice, and then you get a heat race, which you start based upon where you draw. And then wherever you finish in the heat race is where you start the feature. So the thing about it is, it's exciting because it's kind of set up in a way that it's just such a great race, but it kind of forces you to just go for it and run with your brung, which makes it, sort of takes the crazy edge off of everybody practicing and spending lots of money and doing all that stuff that typically ruins racing. So either way,
In the race area,
I think it's going to be a great show.
10,
So if you don't get to see it this year, you got to come back next year. Drivers meeting. Look at this way. Apex this. Yes. See that?
We have to support them because they support.
Okay, you guys, a lot of cool kart classes here, obviously super American. We don't have any shifters here, but we got vintage karts here, which honestly I really like because they don't have the stupid bumpers and stuff. What's up, you guys? I like your karts better because it doesn't have any sissy bumpers and they're narrower and they're fast.
Thank you.
You have to race well.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes. Thank you.
I need to hook up with you guys. I need to run this. Is a bug?
It's a bug stinger.
Nice. I had a buddy have one of these. This looks good.
Thank you.
All right, have fun, guys.
You bet. Thank you.
Obviously, you guys, here's the paddocks, things going on. You got cart.
And then you're just
Are you doing fuel tech?
He's got the fuel here.
Fuel tech?
Sorry to bug you. I just didn't want to, you know, screw it up.
You can ask Scott Smith. I'm very anal about the fuel.
So they're using a certain gas station around here for like 87 octane is the baseline, and he's got a tester, and I don't even know what fuel I frankly am running. It's pump gas, but you know, America likes to put whatever they want in their gas everywhere, so I just want to make sure it's legal. What do we got?
Oh, you must have ethanol free. You're fine.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome, thank you.
He's all good, master?
All right, thanks, Dylan. Is that up there? Okay, so it's legal. Good. Okay, so my luck got slightly better. Hooray. Yeah. Yes, it fell down. I got 2 suggestions for you. So if you're gonna get a kart and run, first of all, the first thing to do before you consider taking any of my suggestions is find your local kart track, go to one of these races, just introduce yourself and make friends. And then that will help you start getting a feel. Somebody might even let you run their kart, give it a try, see if you like it. And of course you get Facebook Marketplace and whatnot. So there's 2 ways to go. Oftentimes you can find nice used setups that people are selling and get a good price. And then you get the information from the person that was running it beforehand with a kart, and you can get a cheaper price. Or if you're going new, which actually I really, really love, I got my Top Kart here, and that's the way to go. So go to Top Kart USA, talk to Blake. And the other thing that's awesome about getting a new chassis like this and running, you know exactly what you got, state of the art, it's perfect. And they have an awesome chassis setup guide on their website. So you just go on your phone to their website with what your kart's doing, and it tells you things to adjust or where to go. So it takes a lot of the mystery out of it and makes it so somebody new that's getting going can do it. So if you just have just super basic mechanical skills, you don't need to be a professional mechanic, this is what to do, and it's a lot of fun for a whole family. So I gotta go practice. practice, you guys. Actually went pretty good. I was geared way too tall, so I was getting killed coming out of basically every corner that wasn't flat out and pretty fast. But I had a little advantage at the end, but it wasn't worth it. So I have changed my rear sprocket and gone 3 teeth bigger. So I think that should be good for about 300 RPMs. Give me more where I need to, have a faster start from the dead stop and the dig, and also coming out of these slower corners. You know, the course is pretty straightforward, but it requires balls and confidence, honestly, with what your machine's gonna do. Obviously it's a roadway, so you gotta throw it in. There's undulations and bumps and stuff. And there are places where you are apexing on curbs. And a lot of places where there's hay bales, the hay bales are up, but your cart will hit the curb. So it requires a lot of confidence in knife edging it. So one of the biggest things is when you're out and you go to throw it in, if you're being ginger about it or delicate and you miss your apex, it'll cost you a lot of speed and frankly put you out further and closer to curbing or where you don't want to be. So it really just requires a lot of confidence to just throw it in where it needs to be and know that it's going to work while still being smart, because you know, I put it within inches of curbs and hay bales a lot. There was also the people that spun out coming around that blind corner, and the only place I had to go was to wedge it in the space between the curb and the hay bales and the guys. So it really wasn't enough room for a cart. So I clipped him a bit, and it was kind of funny because the one gentleman, his number was then stuck to the side of my cart. And then when we came in, I took the number off and he literally stuck it back on his cart. So it's pretty funny. So change the gearing in the back. Hopefully that'll be right on. If it's not, going out for the heat, so hopefully I meet faster. I qualified 4th. I think maybe 3 or 4 tenths behind 3rd place guy, right about a second behind 1st and 2nd. But I think the gearing is gonna be good for a lot. I also think the fact that I've now driven the course will be good for a lot. So I think we'll be up in the mix, and just gotta be smart. The other thing was my cart was in fact about 15 or 16 pounds overweight when I came and weighed in, because they're 10 pounds lower here for my class. So I removed 2 5-pound lead weights from the seat, and I'm just gonna run the amount of fuel that I had there, let it come down a little bit, see where it's at, and just see how it goes, guys. But such an awesome place, such awesome people. This is, I'm just so happy to be having fun racing again. I feel like I haven't had this much fun in at least a decade in racing. So I hope you guys start kart racing. Let's go to heat race, send it!
Number 7, Casey Putsch. Brandon Benjamin, Kevin Henry,
Chain.
then Justin Johnson.
Okay, you guys, come here. So that was disappointing. Obviously, I threw a chain. Come over here and look. So a couple of things, and this is my own fault for bad workmanship. My sprocket was aligned, I'm gonna say about an 1/8 inch to the left. And due to inconsistencies with sprockets, as you spin them, they'll go tight, loose, tight, loose, tight, loose. And that one was a little more inconsistent. So I come ripping through the second to last corner really well and sticking hard. And being a street race, a lot of twisting and flexing, and it just popped the chain right off. So my race was done there. It was a really exciting race. Obviously, I was disappointed to not be able to finish, and now we're starting dead last, which that's not my style. Anyway, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think this is still the most fun race I think I've ever been in, honestly. It was just great racing. You guys saw that wild start. Going 3 wide, taking out 2 guys in the last corner. It's just awesome. So, you know, the positive thing, you know, this is for fun. Obviously, I'm getting great practice. You know, even me building cars and stuff and teaching and all, I still screwed up. I got a misalignment and the chain popped off. So obviously, the street race is brutal, but that's still my fault. So hopefully, we don't have that in the future and get through a whole race. The other thing was, in the practice, I was geared very tall, but that was hurting me in all of the slower section, which there's a lot of it, and the ability to race there. But now I think I'm a little geared short because I'm really banging off the rev limiter a lot at the end of the straightaway and super slow through there, which is also not my style. So I changed the gear ratios. And then I'm gonna go change 1 tooth. I don't wanna get crazy because I was faster that time, but I just don't have remotely enough practice laps here in testing to know. So you kind of have to go with your best gut feeling. And as disappointing as it is, starting last makes it to where, you know, let's give it a try. And by changing the gear ratio a little bit here, you know, if somebody gets beside me going onto the back straightaway and halfway through there, well, if he starts hitting or she starts hitting the rev limiter at the end, okay, cool. I'll have a little more acceleration and I can hold them off down there. And I think if I just got a little bit more down there, I can hold them off because that's where I was getting past, if you guys noticed that. So, pretty exciting. I think I ran what was it? A 40.2 on the 6th lap before I lost my chain. I think the fastest people are running like 39 mid, something like that. So, you know, hopefully this gets a few tenths off. And also hopefully I get to avoid the shit show that is most likely going to happen with this race. So we'll see. I think it'll be fun and overall glad to be here. So how about I just shut up, put my cart together. Let's go race.
56. Bristol, Indiana. Yep. the junior
I was trying a little too hard and locking up my brakes going in.
44.
I had to kind of calm it down.
Extra from Fremont. Racing in honor of his grandfather.
Should have found you sooner. I don't want to have to go on those dates with them crazy horse girls and have a messed up knee.
Yeah.
Well,
Not my fault.
We can just take you down to the farm with put you out to pasture with old broke knee Bob.
broke knee Bob.
No, that's my dad.
Yeah. I don't know. How'd I do? It's okay, I guess.
Okay.
Dude, I had a
started 10.
bunch of close calls, man. I was like rocking and
You started 10. You got 3.
Yeah, it's a good run.
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, can't wait to watch you run. Good luck. Well, that was a race, you guys. It's pretty good. Had some very close calls that made it really exciting. And that big move on the second corner of the start was wild, and I was like, ah! I was pushing pretty hard, and the thing about this track is it's kind of hard to get temperature in your tires. So I think next year I'm going to run the softer compound. That hurt a little bit. But this gear ratio was pretty good. So I was generally happy. I guess I went from like 10th to 5th. That was about the best I could do, unless somebody else wrecked or something. So if I would have done a better job of preparing my kart and not align the chain in such a way that would make it pop off, no telling where I would have finished. Probably top 3, or at least I think so. But at least I had a really awesome time. Yes! People behind the camera. So we'll see if there's anything cool going on. Go to the fair.
Well, a huge thank you to Crushproof Tubing Company. Since 1949 in Macomb, Ohio, they've been manufacturing custom rubber and plastic tubes for every industry imaginable. No tooling or mold costs, fast and free custom samples, and American-made quality is what sets them apart. But for me, I'm most excited about their exhaust evacuation kit. Different modular pieces and their convoluted custom hoses make it so that I can adapt any car, truck, or motorcycle with an internal combustion engine to get those exhaust gases out of my shop so I can keep working in safety and comfort. But beyond just that, they build a variety of hoses for a custom OEM world. You'll see stretchable drain tubing and bellows, as well as agriculture, medical, and military. So again, guys, Crushproof Tubing Company, crushproof.com, and go down in the description below to see where to get your free samples for industry or your exhaust tubing.